Yo, bro, what's the play for week 2?
I don't know, but I think it goes something like.
Say it again. Say who?
Follow news, bro. Follow news, bro. Follow news, bro. Follow news, bro.
Hey y'all, we're News Blue. Welcome back to episode 2. Follow us as we talk about local, state, and federal news. On last week's episode.
March 25th, a deer was caught with CWD.
Hey, R. Kelly.
What?
With that being said, this
Boom! Welcome back, guys. So, starting off with your local news, let's talk about Stephen Miller Pitts Jr., a member of the Democratic Party. He is a husband, a father, an educator, a strategist, and an activist. He is running in the election for the Virginia House of Delegates to represent District 75. For those who don't know, a delegate is a person selected to represent a group of people in some political assembly of the United States. Miller Pitts declared candidacy for the Democratic primary scheduled on June 17, 2025. With a long list of accomplishments and experience, a political action committee chair for the NAACP, a political consultant, a NAACP Virginia Civic Engagement Director, a campaign manager, a contract specialist, and a host of other things. If you don't know who your elected officials are you really ready to make a change in your community? Let's make these next 2 years count. A round of applause for VSU's very own Mr. Miller.
Hey y'all, News Blue editor here. And I want to say thank you, Shavea, for covering that story. But I also want to drop a fun fact. Mr. Miller Pitts is actually our teacher. Our professor, I should say. He's cool, I suppose. But besides that, I wanted to talk about the other local news we did this week. From political participation to interviewing people to talk about voting. We knew we wanted to politically participate, but we weren't sure how. So we thought of some questions and some problems on campus that may be important to the students and our fellow Trojans, and we asked. Here they are right here. Would they rather have improved on-campus housing or stopping the increase in tuition? The majority of people voted for the stopping the increase in tuition, but we said, no, let's do both. So we decided to petition for both causes, and here are the results of that.
So we're trying to stop the rise in tuition costs and improve the housing on campus. Would you mind saying? Thank you.
And in your opinion, what do you feel like is more important? The rise of tuition or better campus living?
For right now, let's say better campus living.
Okay.
So you're not happy with your housing?
Well, I live in Howard.
Oh, okay.
In y'all opinion, which one matters to y'all more? To increase the betterment of the housing on campus or to stop the rise in tuition?
I'd say the rise in tuition, just to make it more affordable for students and everything. I think housing is always going to be an issue, and it's kind of feel like been an issue for a while. But I'd say making it so that all kids have the same access to college is more important.
I feel like everybody deserves a fair shot at education, so I feel like the biggest issue is definitely tuition payments.
Okay, so in y'all opinion, what matters more to y'all, the increase in tuition or the housing situation?
The increase of tuition.
Tuition, okay.
I'm out of state.
Out of state, yeah, that's expensive. What would you say?
I would also say tuition for out-of-state students because I feel like it can become unaffordable for students who come from low-income households.
Yeah,
it could be an issue with that.
Definitely agree. Thank y'all. So y'all agree with the cause of stopping the tuition increase and improving on-campus housing?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Better housing?
Yeah. Better on-campus housing.
Okay, and where do you stay? Quad?
Lowering tuition.
Lowering tuition?
I kind of can't say one or the other. I'd say both.
I would agree with the housing.
Housing? Where do you stay? Quads.
Rising tuition is fine.
Rising tuition? And do you like your housing situation? Do you stay on campus, I should say?
Yeah.
And do you like your housing situation?
Yeah, I do.
You do? Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Tuition? Do you stay on campus?
Mm-hmm.
And how do you like your housing situation?
It's
All right.
Would would you mind giving your signature?
Yeah, I'll do my signature, but don't you think that's contradicting?
What do you mean?
How can you? What is the two things that you wanted to do again?
Decrease the tuition, stop the rise in tuition, and make better housing on campus.
But if the housing is going to be better, it needs funding.
Of course, but that funding can be allocated to more funding can be allocated to the housing than
That's
where
true.
it's going right now.
Yeah, I understand, because I know they're not raising it till we leave. I'm in the senior class. But I know that when it does go up by a small margin, I think the percentage equal to like the actual payment is going to be like, I think, a $50 or $70 increase to y'all. Which, I mean, I guess relatively isn't bad, but it's like,
Yeah.
you know, school does need it, especially with all these buildings.
Yeah.
But I think also y'all need to look at a lot of alumni. You feel me? Have them donate more. That's why these PWIs be doing so good.
For alumni, yeah. Thank you so much.
So yeah, of course, yeah, y'all do good.
News Blue is here to share voices that can't be heard. Your opinions matter, and we deserve to be heard. We aim to be a voice for the people, and I think that's exactly what we did this week. Going into it, we weren't sure how it was going to turn out, but it ended up being something our community was very passionate about. And we at News Blue believe that's what community stand is all about. Standing against a common enemy and facing it head on. With that being said, let's talk about BSU's thoughts on voting.
My name is Madison. Who am I here with?
Kayla.
Kayla. Okay, so did you vote in the last election?
I absolutely did.
Who did you vote for?
Come on all the way, baby,
Do
okay?
you think Do you think like your age played a part in why you voted for her?
Absolutely. Age, race, and sexuality. All playing factors.
Clock it. Okay.
Hey, I'm Kamar. Who I'm here with? Danielle. Okay.
My name's Alejandra.
All right. So did you vote?
I did.
Okay, who you voted for? Kamala Harris.
I know that's right. Okay, and question, do you think that your age group, a lot of people vote? Like in your age group, yeah.
I don't believe so. And I only say that because a lot of them are kind of like, some people are really influenced by their parents' decisions. And so they're also torn by like peers, so they're kind of like, well, I don't know. I don't want to disappoint one and not choose the other, so they just choose not to overall.
So do you think they're like pressured instead of like not going based off of what they feel?
Yeah, I do. We're a very easily influenced generation, so I do feel like a lot of people. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What made you want to decide to get into politics?
Because of what my people going through right now, especially with Trump in the office and all that. So it's not gonna be a good 3 or 4 years that he's gonna be in. Yeah,
Okay. How do you think the priorities of younger voters are different from the priorities of older voters?
so it's very different because it's a good question. 'Cause we really don't do our research on nothing, especially even if when it comes to our rights or laws, anything like that. Prime example, like abortion laws, we're really starting getting into that now.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's a choice of our bodies and stuff.
Okay. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Appreciate it.
During our time this week, interacting with our community and campus, we were able to obtain over 60 signatures, and we talked to so many different people and learned so many perspectives on what they thought about campus and these things that are going on. And just knowing that there are so many people who feel the same way we do about these topics and these problems keeps us happy and keeps us motivated to keep going for us, for our Trojans, for our community, so we can strive to become a better place where greater does really happen here. Thank you, and that's all I have for local news.
Is money becoming an issue? There are a lot of questions and paranoia surrounding financial aid. There are a lot of rumors of VSU being shut down in the near future and funding being cut from certain departments. A lot of students have even considered transferring to find other options to meet their financial needs, their educational needs, and others have expressed their dislike with the university's resources. According to MSN, researchers say Virginia State University has seen a revenue decline in recent years as it aims to keep its prices affordable to serve traditionally underserved communities. But no need to worry. VSU President Makola Abdullah sent an email out on October 8th detailing the recent financial findings. This email stated, quote unquote, "We are excited to continue to work with our state and federal governments to secure additional and needed funding as we continue to make a difference in Virginia and in the opportunities that we provide to transform the lives of generations to come, Virginia State University has been historically underfunded compared to other contemporaries. However, the financial aid department has a few scholarships that are offered to returning students at the start of every fall semester. Some of these scholarships that are given out are the Regional F. Lewis Scholarship and the University Scholarship. With that being said, we would like to emphasize the importance of maintaining good grades and applying for other scholarships. It truly makes a difference in your academic career. Luckily, we have a great president and a system of people who care about our education, reminding us every day that greater truly does happen here. Hey guys, Shavea here with
Trey.
Alright, so my 3 questions. First question, did you come to VSU for financial purposes?
No, I came for football purposes because I wanted to play football.
Okay. Second question, has the rumor of a decrease in financial aid made you consider attending a different school?
Kinda, I would say somewhat, because I'm already paying out-of-state tuition, and it's just more being added to it. So I'm thinking about it, but I'm on the fence.
Yeah, okay. Last question, does the lack of funding dictate your enjoyment of VSU?
No, I feel like the lack of funding doesn't decrease the fun or whatever of VSU, because the fun is what you make it. It's not about the school having money. It's about what you make out of it.
Okay, thank you for different perspectives. Yeah, I like that. Okay, well, that's all I had. Thank you.
y'all.
Yeah, where?
Sarai.
So my first question to you is, did you come to VSU for financial purposes?
Both financial and academic reasons.
Okay. So does that mean like you have a scholarship?
No, it was one of the cheaper schools that I applied to, and I like the sociology program here.
Okay, okay. Second question, has the rumor of a decrease in financial aid made you consider attending a different school?
No, it has not.
Okay. My third question is, does the lack of funding dictate your enjoyment at VSU?
I can't particularly say. I think I enjoy both the social and academic programs here. I think the school does well with what it has.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all I have for you. Thank you.
Right.
Elijah.
All right, so my first question to you is, did you come to VSU for financial purposes?
I did not know.
No. Okay. Has the rumor of a decrease in financial aid made you consider attending a different school?
No, I love it here, honestly. So,
Okay. Well, my third question, wait, why do you love it here? What is it?
Not gonna lie, like, this is my first and only choice.
Mhm.
So, like, yeah, I just really wanted to come here. So,
Okay. Okay. Well, my third question is, does the lack of funding dictate your enjoyment at VSU?
no,
No, not at all?
no.
Okay. Well, that's all. Thank you.
Jaden.
All right, so my first question to you is, did you come to VSU for financial purposes? No. Okay. Has the rumor of a decrease in financial aid made you consider attending a different school?
No.
No? Okay. Does the lack of funding dictate your enjoyment at VSU?
Say it again?
Does the lack of funding like dictate your enjoyment at VSU?
No.
Not at all? Okay.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Thank you. That's all.
Appreciate you.
Miles?
All right, so my first question is, did you come to VSU for financial purposes?
Yes.
Okay. Has the rumor of a decrease in financial aid made you consider attending a different school?
No.
No?
Uh-uh.
Okay. Bold with the answers. No, yes.
I mean, I can't really switch schools if I wanted to because of the money situation.
Yeah.
So
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Well, does the lack of funding dictate your enjoyment at VSU?
I say yes. There could be a little more stuff here to do. I feel like instead of just spring fling and homecoming being the main stuff.
That's it. Thank you.
Good day, Virginia, and welcome back to News Blue. I'm Max Alajala coming to you from Virginia State University. It's Monday, March 31st, 2025, and let's get down to the News Blue. From immigration to enforcement to a fun new place to take the family this summer. Is Virginia being put on timeout by the governor? On Friday, March 25th, Governor Glenn Youngkin sat at the press conference, warning local government in Virginia that if they do not cooperate with federal immigrant authorities, their state funding could vanish. It's like saying, play by my rules or your budget gets a timeout. Let's see how that plays out. Governor Youngkin first floated his funding threats back in December, and now he's back with a budget amendment aimed at sanctuary cities. It's like saying, if you ignore my request, I'll make sure your funding gets locked up tighter than an ICE detainer. That's crazy. I know you're asking yourself, is our governor taking from his citizens, the Virginians? I hope not. But on a more serious note, the proposal threatens to strip state fundings from counties or cities that practice sanctuary city policies, like ignoring detainer requests from immigrants and custom enforcement when local jails release undocumented immigrants. In an exciting twist, a new adventure park has been the talk of town. Urban Air Adventure Park has announced plans to transform a vacant big box retail store into a thrilling new entertainment venue for kids.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna need one of these places for adults, cause that looks crazy.
The park sets to open at West Broad Street is breathing new life into the former Bed Bath and Beyond space, proving that sometimes what goes beyond can come back with a bounce. The 42,000 square foot indoor play park will feature an array of attractions, including trampolines, laser tag, rock climbing, and a bumper car-like ride that promise to put the fun in functional. We're excited to turn this empty shell of a store into a hub activity where kids can jump, climb, and avoid their parents' shopping list, said a spokesperson from Urban Air. What does this new adventure park bring for the community? The park aims to keep kids engaged and active, giving parents a much-needed break from the relentless cycle of toy shopping. If my kids can bounce off the wall here and instead at home, it's a win-win, said another parent. I just hope that they don't start asking for trampolines in the living room. So as Urban Air prepares to flip the switch on fun later this year, one question still remains. Are you ready to trade your shopping list for laser tag scorecards and your couch for a trampoline? Because this new adventure park is about to make Beyond the new buzz in the family. As we close out this segment of Let's Blue Honest about state news, thank you for joining us. I'm Maxwell Ajala, reporting from Virginia State University for News Blue.
What's up, y'all? Enosh here, and I'm back. And today, we are going to be covering a serious topic, abortion. Abortion rights have become a key issue in today's elections, with candidates using their stance in abortion to motivate their voters. This has made this issue more polarized and politicalized, with significant consequences for midterm and presidential elections. Will abortion be the only thing being taken away? This also raises questions about other rights that we have. If the federal government is willing to hand over authority over abortion, could it pave the way for other rights to be rolled back, like gay marriage or contraceptive access? We just won't know. Some states like California, New York, and Oregon have expanded abortion access and have passed protective laws to ensure abortion rights. Meanwhile, states like Texas, Mississippi, Oklahoma, and Idaho have passed restrictive abortion laws, including total bans or near total bans. often in special cases, including rape, incest, or risk of mother's health. One of the main themes of this debate is the tension between state rights and federal power. Some argue that the Dobbs decision rightfully returned power to the states, allowing voters in each state to decide on an abortion policy. Others argue that this diminishes constitutional rights and creates a chaotic legal landscape where a woman's ability to access abortion depends on where she lives, which could be seen as a violation of equality. Advocates for abortion rights argue that limiting access to abortion affects low-income women, women of color, and rural communities in many different ways, and they may have less access to healthcare due to their income. Supporters of abortion restrictions argue that protecting the unborn is a moral issue and that the government has a responsibility to protect life from conception. States with restrictive abortion laws have reported increases in the use of medication for abortion, where women self-manage the process at home, sometimes without medical supervision, raising concern over the risk of this method. Some states have attempted to ban or severely restrict access to these medications, often leading to legal battles. But the FDA has approved these drugs in the US, but challenges to how legal the medicine is could shape the future of abortion laws. Quick fact, in 2022, the Women's Health Protection Act, which is a bill to restore abortion laws at the federal level, was blocked when it reached the Senate. Crazy work if you ask me in blue. But on the other hand, Republican-led proposals seek to restrict abortion rights across the country, sometimes pushing for federal bans. The issue has made a political divide, with Democrats often supporting abortion rights and Republicans and conservative groups showing support of the restrictions, often citing moral or religious reasons. What's up, y'all? Enosh here, and I am back with News Blue, but I'm in a different location. I'm here talking with 4 North Carolina A&T students. I'm here with...
What's up, y'all? My name is Rod.
My name is Joe. I'm an information technology major.
My name is Eris. I'm an animal science major.
My name is Sinai. I'm an architecture engineer major.
All right, thank you. So today, I'll be asking y'all 4 questions about abortion, just to let y'all know. So the first question is, do you believe abortion should be a right guaranteed by the federal government, or should each state have the power to make its own laws on abortion?
I feel like each state should.
I think it should be a right.
I also think that it should be a right in the federal government.
I also think it should be a right by the federal government.
Hold the mic. If y'all want to say why, we'll go back on the line.
I do not want to say.
I think it should be a law in the federal government, or like a protection in the federal government, so that no matter what state you live in, you are protected if you're in the United States.
We're supposed to be a free country.
I feel like based off statistics, off of each state, it depends. So that's my answer.
Sorry. Do you believe that personal religious beliefs should shape public policy on issues like abortion? Why or why not?
Can you come back to me?
For sure.
I think the answer is no.
I also think the answer is no. Do you want to say yours?
The answer is no. It's in the Constitution.
Like Sinai said, the separation of church and state is in the Constitution, so they should be separated, like it says in the Constitution.
We're supposed to be a free country.
Second time.
I'm gonna say no. Since it's a government, one religion can't control everybody under that government.
Thank y'all. Now, third question is, should the government make exceptions for abortion in cases of rape, incest, or threat to the mother's life, as you just said? If so, under what circumstances?
I think the government should, and I would say like under all circumstances, they can't control that.
I 100% think so, because that baby is not a child of love, man. It's not a child of love.
I think absolutely. Personally, I think that abortion should be allowed under any circumstances.
I would have to agree with everybody else. It should be allowed no matter what.
With that being said, I just want to say thank y'all for coming out. I know y'all have a very, very busy schedule, but I just want to say I appreciate y'all time for coming out here. Anything else y'all would like to add, though?
And subscribe to News Blues.
You heard it here first, folks.
Well, this concludes week 2 of News Blue. We hope you enjoyed. We really put a lot of work into this week, and we hope you continue to come back. Make sure you like and subscribe, and see you week 3 next Sunday. And like always, here are the bloopers and extra footage we had of this week's episode.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little, okay, my fault. In an exciting.
Like what? Okay, let me get like an action. Boom! Welcome back, guys.
Two? Of course. All right. Yeah. You heard it here first, News Blue. Enosh is the best shooter, a part of News Blue. Stamping that right now. Watch this. What he saying? Oh, $2 for $1 chat. Two for $1. Watch this. He did though. As I stated, best shooter in News Blue. Oh! As we see, nobody can shoot in News Blue.
Sound like another. I sounded like another Thursday. Good day, Virginians. Good day, Virginia, and welcome back to Blues News. I'm Max Olajala coming to you. What did I say? Oh, it says Blues News. That's why. News Blue. I bet. Good day, Virginia, and welcome back to News
Okay.
Blue.
Did I say NAACP? N. But that's what it's giving me. NAACP. NAACP. Okay.
Say it. NAACP. NAACP. Like, you trying to make it to a song. She not even trying to sing it.
NAACP. NAACP. That's the word. Because I have to say A before it.
Wait, what
He's a N double. That's what's getting me because at first I say
so
for
be
the
like,
NAACP, a political. He's an A-N. I can't.
He's in a.
Governor Youngkin first floated his funding threats. Governor Youngkin first floated his Youngkin. That's crazy. Governor Young.
Oh my god, a yawn. Is the beer going? Is it going? Yeah. Okay. With a long list of accomplishments and experience, a political action committee chair for the NAACP, a political consultant, an NAACP.
Will abortion be the only thing taken away? Now, this also raises questions about other rights. If the federal government is willing to hand over authority over abortion, could it pave the way for other rights to be rolled back, like gay marriage or contraceptive? Damn, that was the one! Oh! That could have been a first take, John, right there.
Governor Youngkin. Governor Youngkin first floated his funding threats back in December. Good day, Virginia, and welcome back to News Blue. I'm Max Olajala coming to you from Virginia State University. It's Monday, March 31st, 2025, and let's get down to the news blue.
All right. Will abortion be the only thing taken away? I don't like the way I said that. Hold on, don't stop it. Will abortion be the only thing taken away? This all.
What the Rock is cooking.
That was great. Oh, that was. Thank you for that. That was beautiful. Oh my! Did you record that? Oh.
Almost.
We're not locked in today.